We're going to work on a drill here. It's called the towel drill, and there's many different formats of it. And then we're going to try to work over a couple of them right here. The first thing you want to do in a towel drill is find your distance. And what we're going to be doing is utilizing the towel as our ball. So first thing we kind of want to talk about is how to put it in your hand. Go ahead and show them how you're going to do that. With this size towel, it's only about 1.5 feet. You just tuck it in between your fingers that you naturally throw through, your right and your index finger and your middle finger. Take the excess of the ball or the towel, and you can wrap it in your hand, ball it up in your hand. So there's your towel, and it kind of simulates the drag of a baseball. Okay, first thing we're going to do is try to step off our distance, and how we're going to do that we'll demonstrate right here. Carson's first just going to whip out, take one whip out here with his towel and throw it out there, and then at this point where his right foot is landed, we want to step off 5 steps. His left foot is landed. This is the first one. Here comes his second, his third, his fourth, and his fifth. So putting a baseball down here kind of marks where he's at. That's kind of important because what we're going to be going over with this towel drill here is perceived speed versus real speed or actual speed. That means saying that he throws 90 miles an hour in actual speed, as in on the radar gun, what can we make that speed look like to a hitter? And every foot pretty much equals out to about 3 miles an hour velocity. So if he can get a foot closer to the hitter, it's like adding 3 miles of velocity, or 2 feet closer than he normally does. It's like adding 6 miles an hour velocity. This all trying to do this without losing any actual velocity, because it would just lose the whole point then. So what we're doing here is kind of extending out where we're at. This towel drill started with a partner, and they're just holding a glove. For this one is an extension drill. We'll be holding the glove down around our waist. And all he's going to be doing is coming through his pitching motion and hitting the glove. And we'll demonstrate that one time for you before we break it down. You get to snap off at the end of the glove. Try not to get hit in the wrist, it can hurt. So how he accomplished that, we'll work through. He starts out in his pitching stance here out of the stretch. He's equal, he's balanced, he's stable, and he's going to start his delivery. He's going to get out to separation right here. Again, he's back equal and opposite. At this point, he's going to try to give a push and a pop with his hips, and he'll explain that or show you that right now. First, he's going to give a push and a pop. He's a push and a pop, and he's turned, and now he's extended himself towards this. At a later point, we'll do an advanced video on pitching, and he'll explain a little bit more on this. Notice his glove side. It still stayed strong. Hasn't moved yet. Still there. Head still delivers towards his target. Now he's pushed, he's popped, and he's going to extend out, drive off that backside, and pull with his left side, or his front side, and deliver through. Now he's created a lot of extension. Where he first threw out the whip, or threw out the towel, I was nowhere close to being hit. At this point now, where I'm standing, I was very easily hit. I was actually a little too close on that one. So again, you can start seeing how he can increase some distance. Go ahead and show it again. How easily he gets out here, push, a pop, and he can deliver through and drive it on through. That's how we start creating perceived velocity on a towel drill. Once you feel kind of comfortable with where you're at now and you feel you can extend it out, we're going to be pushing ourselves. So he easily can get to this point where he stepped out before, which is already a point pushed past where he started from. So go ahead and show how easily he can reach this point. We know he can get here. He's got his hip, his pivot, his turn, his push, and he's hit. Now we want to start trying to push this out. Work the ball in if he needs to, if he's not really getting here enough, or out, which is what we're really trying to work a goal of. So if we'd like to try to add another foot off of this, and can you push out or get a little more extension, a little more drive through, can we add an extra foot to this? And so we'll push the ball out about 1 more foot, and I'll stand back here and see if he can get to this point a little easier. Again, here a push, a pop, extension, he's driven through and still hit the hand. So again, our perceived speed added 3 miles an hour of velocity. And that's how you can keep pushing it. Farther and farther you want to go. Can you get 2 feet? Can you get 3 feet? How far out? Big thing to keep in mind is don't lose your actual velocity. Don't start altering or jumping or trying to fake yourself out here. Actually keep your mechanics, move, push a pop, drive up off your backside, pull with your front side, create whip with the towel, and get that extra foot. Okay, this next drill is a variation of the other towel drill we were just doing, where we were trying to push and create perceived speed. This is a help for building a little resistance, a little consistency in actual speed. So versus before, we were trying to get extension, our glove was low. This time we're going at release point, our glove will be high. We'll also be moving that ball in about another foot or two, depending how far out you got. If you stepped off 5 steps the first time, you only step off 4 steps this time. Again, we're at release point versus extension or finish where we were last time. So Carson will demonstrate again where we're at. Delivery, high through. That's at his release point, where he'll be letting the ball go at. That's a pretty simple drill. Doesn't take a lot more added into what we were doing. It's just one more time. He comes out, gets to separation, push, pop, drives through, does it a little more fluidly or all at once, comes through, hits the glove high. You want to put it just about right where you'll see his release point at in his arm angle. So kind of find that on your partner, put the glove up there high for him. That's where they're hitting. You want this to hit right where they'll be releasing, so that's the peak of their velocity that they want their hand moving at. Down here, they should be slowing down by this point, down low. So we're looking for the high release point where the guy's at to be having the maximum velocity of hand speed. That's all this drill is for. It's just high, one more time, deliver through, drive down on the glove with the towel. This next is a variation again of the towel drill. It's called the balance drill. You'll stay about the same distance out as you were for the high. This time we're gonna go back low. It's called the balance drill, still a towel. He comes out, he's gonna hit or pop, push, pop, and hit, drive through and hit it. And here at this point, he's gonna stay up in his release, and he's gonna drive down. We're looking for about 5 pops down on the glove. As you get better, you can repeat or continue. Again, the glove stays in the box, head stays strong, staying his balance point, and he's just driving down. It's just creating more balance. Figuring out his whip at his balance point.